Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're on Live Oaks playing in my M55 Tornado. And we're going to just see what we can get ourselves into. I think the last video in Live Oaks that we did, we had a CDC come charging in at the very end, and I seen him coming before he was ready. And he popped off his round before he was ready to. You know, it happens to the best of us. You know, performance anxiety, that sort of deal. But anyway, so we're on here. We spawned in the north, I guess would be, or the west, whichever you want to call it. But anyway, we spawned on the one column. That's the main thing to remember. We spawned on the one column. We're going to go up here to the known arty hot spot. A little sink in the road. Some call it the dip, some call it the lake, some call it whatever. Doesn't matter what they call it. It's the arty hotspot. Everybody knows arty height in here. And for good reason. I mean, it gets our profile below ground. It's also got water on the ground, which since I think 2 patches ago has been important for arties, because even if an arty gets your location, unless he hits you directly, if he hits that water, most likely he's not going to kill you. He might do damage still, but it's gonna buffer the damage quite a bit. I've splashed in puddles that are like 2 inches deep and completely done no damage to a tank that's right next to the shot. So that's just one of the annoyances of one of the game mechanic changes that they've made. Now, I took a shot early at that light tank hoping to score a big hit right off the bat, and what you notice is he turned right to go on the road. So it was a little bit of an undersight by me. I thought he was going to keep driving straight. He made a beeline to get behind that house, break contact, which was a good move by him. Alright, so we got a heavy tank destroyer moving up. It's a Waffentrager Panzer IV. He moved behind the building, can't touch him. Alright, heavy tank, shot out. Yeah, that's going to sting. And we tracked him right out in the open, so hopefully they can get some shots on him and put him down. Didn't look like they got any shots on him, so it happens. Alright, so now we've got, there's a Japanese heavy. Has to be a Japanese heavy. Why? Because it's about the same size as the house it just drove through. Alright, then we got a Pershing down there hiding behind that little building. And then there's the Waffentrager again. Boy, I start salivating every time I get a chance to shoot one of these guys. And that's why. Because if that shot hits, it's a guaranteed kill. They have 1,500 hit points from the factory. And we take every one of them every time we hit one. And now if we splash him, it's not going to be a kill, obviously, usually. But that Oni just got worked. He's now not sure what he wants to do. And as soon as I get loaded here, he's going to find out that it doesn't matter what he does. And now he's dead. So we've got another, that looks like a T-26E4 Super Pershing, and now he bit the dust. Now back to the AMX M4, which is a French tank. I don't know why the French do this, with the exception of very few of their tanks. Most of their tanks are knockoffs of other countries' tanks. So the city is ours. We've pretty much completely dominated the city. Now the train tracks, on the other hand, is anybody's ball game, and it looks like most of their tanks are pushing through the train tracks. So now I need to divert my attention back over to the train tracks and try to soften these guys up. Here we've got an IS-2. Shot out. There goes half his hit points for 847 damage. And we're going to reload. Again, you see me moving a little bit because I'm getting a little antsy. I'm pretty sure at this point that they're already not worried about shooting me, but that isn't why I was moving. I'm just kind of repositioning, getting a better shot on these guys. We're about loaded. Shot out. And he's dead. Alright, so we took all of his hit points. We hit him for 800 the first time, 300 the second time. So he had somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, 1,200, 1,250 that we just took from him. But anyway, so we've got one tank destroyer back. He's protecting the base, and he is all alone. We are the only person that can help this guy at this point, other than anybody that's hiding at the city, which that little light tank just found out. And speak of another light tank, here we go. Little T-37 light tank. Just finished off my my tank destroyer buddy that I just had. And now we've got an M103 moving up. And we've got a T10 already inside. Now the bad thing is I can't get shots on those fellas where they're at. But our medium's in a great spot. And I say he's in a great spot, and that's because he's going to bait these guys out to me. And this Jag Tiger's about to find out. There's 915. That Jag Tiger no longer wants to stick his nose around that corner. Alright, now we have a T-37 charging in like a bat out of you-know-where. And I'm going to pin him towards the side and hope that they kill him before he gets here.
The enemy knows our location.
And they do. He did get one shot on me, but they got the kill before he managed to be a problem for me. I knew he wasn't going to one-shot me. I was more along the lines of getting in a place where I could let him ram into me, because I weigh 47 ton. It would have killed him. I would have taken significant damage as well because he was moving pretty quick. But at the end of the day, I would have killed him. And I would have survived, most likely. Now, these two heavies are holed up in a great spot. They can watch each other's backs. They can put their armor towards the bad guys. And just overall, they're in a good spot to hold out for quite a minute. You know, they can sit there for a while until all of us kind of just rush in. Now, here's where you're going to see me be a lot different than most RD players. I'm moving in. Why should I sit back? I've got the biggest gun on the field. There's no reason for me to sit back when I can't do anything back there. I am not effective if I can't hit them. So I move up. I wait for teammates. I'm not about to charge in against two heavies. It's suicide. What I want to do is wait for them to get distracted, and then I'll pop around the corner and put an 8-incher in somebody's backside. So just patient. I haven't been spotted. They have no idea I'm sitting here waiting for them to group up. My team sees what I'm doing, and all I need is for somebody to give me a good distraction, possibly take a hit for me, and then I'm going to roll in with my 8-inch howitzer, and I'm going to put the hurt on somebody. You can take that to the bank. Alright, so I've got a T-30 who's full health, a T-30 who's full health, and there's a heavy. And as they're rolling in, alright, there. The T-30 hit him. Immediately he takes a shot, and I know that I'm safe. So I pull up. M103 pulls out. We finish him. Now that's all that's left is a one-shot T-10. Now I get myself out of harm's way so that they can't, you know, just pot shot me. And our guys should be able to roll straight in and get the kill, and there it is. So we end up with 7 hits and 4 kills on this map. So we did really well. 5,500 damage, 4 kills isn't bad for anybody. So if you like what I'm doing, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and invite your friends. Share it if you like it. And as always, I will see you in the next video.